This is Fano with An Hour with the Wolfpack. And this is my segment Steppin out of Babylon. And this is day 42. Today's date is March 3rd, 2016. And today, I kind of pretty much just did the same diet as yesterday. Just had a salad and a kefir smoothie. Yeah, that was pretty much it. No real cravings. Interesting thing though is I've been watching. I look at a lot of stuff on Instagram, and God, that thing's just like a fiesta of diarrhea. And it's just like, I don't know, it's just so ridiculous. I was watching this, I was reading this one with a meme or whatever they call it. But it was basically a picture of a girl in her underwear, showing her ass off. And the thing was remember back in the day, this would, I don't know, you'd have to get to know the girl, and then you'd be lucky if she sent you this picture. Now all you have to do is just go on follow her on Instagram. And it's it is true, probably not even less than 10 years ago, when you had your cell phone, maybe somebody would send you a underwear pic or something, some girl you're dating. Now you go on Instagram and there's just all these chicks basically naked. So I get why. I don't know. I think it's just too much. I mean, I guess in the real world, if you're in a tribe, women walk around naked all the time, so. But I think psychologically, when you cover all that up and then you expose it, it's kind of, it kind of just makes people expect well, that's how women should be and all this stuff. But beyond that, there's just a bunch of random garbage on there. The same thing with all these media things, Twitter. People are tweeting things and talking about things and trying to prove points. And I think I was watching something about, it was on Yahoo, Kanye West or this DJ was talking shit to Kanye West or something through Twitter. And I was don't you ever realize this is just all publicity? Oh, this guy's talking shit. Oh, yeah. It's why don't they be real men and go just fight it out in a ring, go MMA fight or something, or do something like that. Or just go box each other in the middle of the street. But I guess people think it's real. But I guess then you think about reality, it's do people think anything online is real? Man, what was the craziest thing is how there's racist people, or just people that are for something, or even gang members have Twitters. It's just weird. I just don't even understand Like, why do you want to be known? Like, if I didn't like do art, like something that I kind of wanted everyone to see, I literally wouldn't be on any of these things. It's like, even if you have like a Facebook, like people are just on there stalking you, looking at your shit. You know, it's like, you know, when you have a phone, you have like a girlfriend, if the girlfriend's crazy, she'll be looking through your phone. It's like, why don't we just have privacy? Or why do people even give a shit? And I know why. It's because everyone's on like pretty much GMOs. Because even though I'm eating clean, I'm guaranteeing like 99% of people are probably eating GMOs, and all that's messing with their brains. And, you know, they don't have religion, or they don't have morals, or they don't have anything. Or the worst part is that they believe they do, and they still act crazy. That's the real crazy people. I don't even think anyone really practices what they preach. Like, if everyone just ate correct, or even cared about eating correct, that'd be a step. Like, I see so many people like I knew from jobs to school and things. Man, people in my generation, they're just like, they're fucking sad. I mean, if I didn't even compare it to like my dad's generation, it's like really what everyone looks like is fucking little fucking kids that are like 30, or no, probably no one knows, 30, no, probably like late 20s to 30s to early 30s. They all look like children. And even the ones that like you think they're adults, they're still like children. And I really just blame the GMOs, and I blame how people can't eat clean sources of food. Because there's no reason for anyone, you know, who goes to the store, and they can't have real food. Like, it's so crazy that people go to the store and like 99% of it's like fake foods with chemicals that fuck your brain up and your whole body and make you do crazy shit. And what's even crazier beyond that is how no one grows any food. That's a little crazy. Here we are, animals just like all other animals, and they go find sources of food. We find sources of food, but we don't just consume. We trade, and we go buy some things, then go home and store it. Then you go and buy some more things, and I don't even know. I don't even get how people can call the cities or any of this stuff like. I mean, say that it makes any sense. I guess they could argue like, well, this has been going on forever. And it's like, okay, I guess, you know, there's been cities for thousands of years, and there's always been trade and all this stuff. But it's like, okay, so we all see how shitty that is. Let's not do it, and, you know, just help each other out and get clean sources of water and air and food. I mean, because even if you just think about just the food aspect, they still pollute the air. I mean, look up geoengineering, look up chemtrails. I mean, you can watch planes dump chemicals in the sky pretty much wherever you are, and all that's gonna go into you, like micro fucking nanotechnology going into your ass, fucking making you crazy. No one cares about that. Or how the water has pharmaceuticals and fluoride and chlorine and all sorts of chemicals in the water, which a lot of people feed to their animals, and most people drink it. What's the worst thing is that all this is really easy to fix, but people don't realize that they're not going to fix it. And then, I was watching like the debate today, and it's like instead of dealing with all these issues, people just rather talk shit to Donald Trump. And it's like, why? Because he's actually an American that did what Americans should do. If you want to become president and you're American and you have money, you should go run. What's wrong with that? Because he's not a politician? That makes no sense. Man, I remember in school they said anyone can become president. They didn't say anyone can become a politician and then become president. No, they're like, you can become president. It's like, oh, okay. I think for presidency, there should just be thousands of people, and people should watch who's who. I don't think people that run for presidency should have anyone backing them. I think it should just be like each state should like elect somebody, like fucking American Idol status, and then that person from each state just goes and runs for president. That's how it should be. But is that gonna happen? No. You'll get a bunch of politicians, pretty much spokespeople endorsed by banks and companies that poison you, charge you interest, and don't care about you. Then you got one guy who's running, who has his own money. He's actually doing good, and everyone's hating on him. So that's cool. But, people should support people like him. Even people that are not Republicans or Democrats. I think everyone should. That's all we should. People that are legit. Not people that are like the same families running over and over again. It's like, how many Bushes did we have? Now they want like another Clinton. It's whatever. Talking about it's like pointless too. But anyways, this is Fano with An Hour with the Wolfpack, and this is my segment Steppin' in Babylon. This is day 42, and today's date is March 3rd, 2016. I hope everyone lives with love and compassion, because if you don't love yourself, then you won't love anyone else.